Hello, everyone, and welcome to MTU Esports. Today, our MTU Huskies Overwatch 2 team is taking on the University of Cincinnati in the Playfly League. I am Chris, also known as Bird. This is...
I'm Henry, known
And
as
we can...
QWE2. I forgot. Okay, go on.
But we can go straight into the weekly schedule, which you can read off.
Yep. Okay, so on yesterday, Rocket League played versus Rochester Institute of Technology. Today, Overwatch is playing against University of Cincinnati. Tomorrow, Valorant is playing against University of Toronto, Mississauga. Friday, tomorrow, Super Smash Bros. Is playing against Fisher College. Saturday, Super Smash Bros. Is playing against University of Wisconsin Green Bay. And then on Monday, League of Legends is playing versus Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville.
For today, on the MTU team, we have 2 tank players, JRB and Suski, 3 DPS players, Jolo, Isaac, and Ska, and then 3 support players, Savage, FTW, Darunia, and our captain, Cheesebread.
For UC, Lightning, the captain, and Stiffy are on University of Cincinnati. And then their roster is Air6, Nacho, Rohan, Samson, and Zek the Snack.
Well, while we wait here to get into the first round, I know that we've had the question before of why do we have so many players for a 5-player game? Like specifically the tank players. On our team, we have JRB and Suski. When there's only 1 tank player per round. I think why we do that is JRB plays a lot of one type of character. So he plays ball and hazard, very dive-oriented players. Get in there, deal some damage, maybe get a kill, and then leave. Whereas Suski is that brawl style. Get in there and just throw hands with someone. Or at least in Junker Queen's case, throw a big shotgun, axe, and knife at you. Which I guess is even worse than fists. That would hurt even more. And same applies to the DPS and support. We just like to have different options for different maps and matchups and whatnot. I mean, I'd assume we've seen a lot of on this first map. Just last week we saw, or I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'm forgetting when I last casted, but we've seen almost the same roster of maps picked every week. And I think previous time I casted was the first time we saw anything different. I'm wondering if this week we might see something different. I think right now it looks like we're going to be going to, I'm not sure, but actually it looks like we are going to Oasis. There we go. MTU has banned Genji, and we are still waiting on the other ban for now. Oh, never mind. The other team banned Hazard. So we do have our map pick and 2 bans. So Oasis is one we have not seen yet. And the opposing team banned Hazard, which we have seen JRB, who is probably going to be playing right now, very commonly is playing Hazard. Obviously, he's our tank player. Well, actually, we have Suski going in for round 1. So the Hazard ban might not do too much. He is normally playing JQ. So I would not be surprised if we see JQ come out here. JQ being Junker Queen.
So why do you think MTU banned Genji? Is Genji a super strong character?
He almost always has been. Right now, I think he's kind of been taken over by some other DPS, like a Sojourn or Freya might do better. But I'm not too surprised at the Genji ban. I'd assume that we know the opposing Cincinnati team has a Genji, and we just want to get that out of the way for this first round. Oasis is... So this first map type control point, you're going to have a best of 3 style, where you'll have a map with a center control point. You have to capture it to 100%, and that wins you 1 round. And you have to win 2 rounds to win that game. So all 3 of these sort of sub maps, I guess, the different ones that you could get, they're all very close up, which Genji really excels at. So I'd assume that that's why we see the Genji ban, is just that up close and personal that we don't want to deal with.
I see. So is Hazard also a DPS
Hazard
hero?
is a tank, but
Hazard's a
I
tank.
would almost put him as a DPS sometimes because
Yeah.
he can deal a lot of damage if he really wants to.
So why do you think they chose to ban like a tank first versus DP? Like, is there usually a strategy for banning like certain characters? Like, why would someone ban a DPS or a support or a tank?
Well, I know, so tank bans are probably the most important
Hmm.
because the playstyle you'll have is always based around the tank. If you're playing a hazard, you're gonna have more of those dive related characters on the team. So I'd assume that they just don't want to deal with the dive here. And we are already getting started here. It looks like we are on the Zarya, so I was wrong about the Junker Queen, but still a very brawl, maybe more close to poke, but definitely an up close and personal character. We might get that Lucio there. No, he does get away. We see Cincinnati here as a ball, who almost died there actually. No kills yet. Very even so far.
So they're trying to capture this point right now.
Yes, so up at the top you can see the blue, meaning that there's 3 players on our team on the point right now, and the 2 with the red, meaning that there's 2 Cincinnati players on the point. And right now, since there's some of each, oh, we did just capture the point. So even if the opposing team's on the point right now, they need to fully capture it to get any
They need to like get
percentage.
all of our guys off.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
So during this fight, we're gonna just be gaining percentage on that point. So this is really nice for us here.
So an early lead for MTU then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And if we can just stall this point and keep getting percentage on it, I mean, it's just getting us closer to winning this first round.
And then there's 3 rounds for this first game.
Yes. So this, I don't currently know like the specific names of the sub maps. I just know it's overall all 3 are Oasis. But this map that we have here, we won't see again this round. It'll be randomly chosen between 3. Um, this being one of the 3. And
See.
already or we're halfway to fully capturing the point.
But to me, like
50%
a
there.
noob, that looks like just MTU is just winning. Like, is there a
Yes.
chance for the enemy team to really come back? Like, is that a common?
Well, I think now, so we're gonna have ultimates coming up, and that is really the way to
Mhm.
swing a fight like this. So we could completely see this going into Cincinnati's favor, especially they did just swap off the ball. So we do have the Diva v Diva matchup here. And it's not looking too good for Cincinnati here. Almost losing a lot of players there from the venture all. But yeah, I mean, this is just going right in MTU's favor so far. But we did just lose Ska there. We are down a player, so we're gonna have to play a lot safer here. And I mean, to flip this point, it really seems like Cincinnati's gonna need to kill every single MTU player to even have a chance of flipping it over to their favor. And we get Ska coming back from getting killed by the opposing Tracer to kill the opposing Tracer himself. And a kill on Lightning there. This is looking like it's just going to go into MTU's favor. Overtime is up. They need to touch the point to even have a chance of winning. And with all of their players dead, they cannot touch. So there we go, 100-0. Cincinnati did not even get a single percentage that round.
Is that common? Like, did most like games go like 100-0 or?
We've seen it pretty often with MTU, both ways actually. I think there have been a
Hmm.
few times where we've lost 0% to 100, but it is probably more common to see at least some percentage on both teams. I think we captured the point early and just held up defense on point and just never let them get anything.
See, so what do you think Cincinnati has to do to break through MTU's iron hold on the point?
I think Cincinnati here is probably gonna have to switch up their team comp, if I'd say, which we do see Ramatra coming out from Cincinnati. I'm not surprised.
Oh, so you
So
can switch out your team comp mid-game?
yes, you can't
I
switch
see.
players, but you can just switch what characters or heroes you're playing at any point.
Wow,
Um, if you really wanted to, you could play every DPS hero in one round, though I don't think your team would like you for that.
I see.
Because every time you swap characters, you lose the ability to use your ultimate. So I think it used to be you have to start all the way from 0% ultimate charge, but they did change it to be 15%. But either way, ultimates are the bread and butter of winning a team fight. So swapping, if you have any shred of a ultimate charge, it is kind of better to just stay on the character you're on. Oh man, Cheesebread almost died there. Thankfully, getting teleport to come back up from the pit there. And it looks like this is just going to go into MTU's favor again. We got all the kills there. Granted, we did not capture the point during that fight, so we are only just starting to get percentage. It's very interesting so far how it seems like MTU is just they're just waiting. They know that they can wait for Cincinnati to walk in and they can get those picks that they really want onto the enemy supports or DPS. And then once Cincinnati loses enough players, they just converge on the tank when he doesn't have the DPS or support to help him out. And right here we see huge ultimates coming out from the DPS here, getting 3 kills with ultimates between the two DPS. And another team fight win for MTU there. This is really just going very well. And both teams upcoming a lot of ultimates. We do have Kitsune on our side, but on the and we also have Diva Bomb, but we see a I think both Kiriko ults are used here, and Suski's gonna go down, but using the Diva Bomb to get a remake. This is going very well in this ult fight, and I think that's just gonna be another team fight win, right? Just like that. And we could see another 100-0 win on here, which would make the first game go to MTU's favor.
Like, what do you think Cincinnati needs to do, like, to just break through this? It looks like there's to no avail.
I'm not sure. I think just MTU's playing very safe, and they're just letting the Cincinnati players walk into dangerous situations. We do see Savage go down there, and with a lot of Cincinnati's team on there and our team low, they might get the flip here. Suski gets demeched. Ska goes down. Suski's dead now. I think Isaac does go down as well. So there we go. We do see
So
the
they
flip.
captured the point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now the thing is though, we're at 99%. So if we win a team fight, we will probably just capture this. So Cincinnati here is going to be having to play very safe and cannot really allow us to get the point in any way.
Is it harder to win a team fight when you're on the point, or is it like pretty equal
It's
regardless?
it's much easier, I'd say, to win a fight when you're defending because if you're trying to force an interaction if you're attacking, which really is difficult when the opposing team has good defensive ultimates or like things like Lucio's beat, his ultimate is very good at defending a point. And I think so far we've just been using our ultimates and abilities to our advantage to just hold point as long as we can. And we do see the flip back to MTU. They do get the touch in time, so there's still a chance for Cincinnati here. This is still not over, but I think once this ball dies, this will probably be it for Cincinnati. I don't know. They do get another touch with the Lucio. All right, I think that there we go.
Wow.
Cincinnati putting up a much better fight in that second game, did capture the point, but that is going to have it is going to go 1-0 to MTU here.
I see. So then, so they won the first game then?
Yes, so MTU is going to go up 1,
Yeah.
and now we are going to go to, after this, you do switch map type, so it won't be control point anymore, it'll be hybrid, which is you capture a point, and then you push a payload across to
I
the
see.
next
Yeah, I've
checkpoints.
definitely played the payload before.
Yeah. Um, and we've seen usually King's Row come out here.
I see. What is
Um,
King's Road? That's
that's
map.
the map.
I see.
Granted, with Oasis being the first time this is the first time we've seen Oasis, so I could totally see that switching up this week and we see
Hmm.
a new map. But could go either way.
Interesting. So if MTU wins this game, do they win the entire match?
It is a best of 5, so they
Best
need
of
to get
five.
3 games.
I see. So is it gonna keep switching between this new payload and the capture point?
No, there are 5 different map types actually. So
5 map types.
I'm pretty sure there is a way to tie where you will have a 6 map, which I think does go back to control point, but
Hmm.
in most circumstances, we won't see control point anymore. We will probably see, or we will see Flashpoint, which is very similar. That one's capturing control points, except there's 5 of them, and it's only one map. So there will be one that opens up, you capture that one, and then a random of the other 4 will open up, and you do that until someone's captured 3.
I see.
But that went very well into MTU's favor there.
Yeah, it was pretty one-sided, I'd say.
Yeah, I always love to see that from an MTU team. It's just really doing well and just not letting the opposing team really do anything.
Hmm.
No matter what game it is, it's always fun to watch MTU win. It looks like we will probably have Midtown, which is a new map for us. Or
Yeah,
no,
it's back
maybe
to
Kings
King's
Row?
Row. Back to
Okay,
King's
I
Row.
won't say anything. We'll wait to see for sure.
Yeah.
But, oh no, it is Kings Row. There we go. So, oh, that's something I didn't realize. So, Oasis was picked by Cincinnati there. So, that was a map that Cincinnati picked because they assumed that they were going to do well on it. So the fact that we won there is very nice. And this Kings Row also being picked by Cincinnati, I do know that that's a very nice. MTU loves to play on this map. I think they scrim it often, so I could totally see this going either way.
So it says picked by UC for both maps. When does like MTU get a chance to pick?
I think so. The first map pick, I'm pretty sure, goes off a coin flip.
Hmm.
Whoever wins the coin flip gets to pick the map and first ban, I'm pretty sure. Whereas after that point, the loser of that round gets to pick the next. So since Cincinnati didn't win on Oasis, they get to
Hmm.
pick the next map.
I see.
So MTU could pick the third map if Cincinnati wins this game,
Got it.
which I'm hoping we don't get to pick a map at all because that would mean we would just win.
That would be pretty cool. Three maps to win.
Yes. Best of 5, just have to have 3 wins on. Um, you can just go 3-0 and we would only see 3 map types. But last week we did see a game 5 where we saw all 5 map types, and unfortunately we did not come out with a win there. But
Hmm.
it was last fight with like 5 meters of pushing the payload to go for us winning. So it was extremely close.
Close game. Wonder if it'll be a close game today.
I don't know. Based on how that first one went, I think we might see an MTU sweep.
Pretty one-sided.
And while we're waiting to get in here, I'd love to give us a nice ad read for one of our beautiful sponsors. So I will say, are you a tech student? Do you need to be close to campus? We have places for that. Find the perfect location, live where you want to live, houghtonforrent.com. That's Bradway Enterprises, one of our amazing sponsors. Um, I guess, is there anything you want to know about going into this next map? I know you mentioned that maybe you've played on it once, maybe twice. I
I've
know you're
actually
not.
never, I've only played this game mode, so I've never played this particular map. So like, do you know of any like heroes that will be played here? Like, are there any ones that are really strong with this particular type of game mode, or is it like pretty consistent through?
A lot of on defense, you'll see a lot of brawl, I'd say.
Hmm.
Whereas on offense, you see a lot of dive. So the I kind of mentioned it before where you Winston, you might know, famous character. He's kind of the bread and butter of dive where
Hmm.
he jumps in, deals damage to one player and then leaves. And he hopes that he can kill that person before he has to get out. So we are having the same lineup. So Suski is our more brawl style player, so I'd assume we are gonna not see dive here. Um,
So no dive, even though they're gonna be like, even if they're defending or
well, both
attacking.
teams will attack and defend
Yeah.
once. At least if both teams push the cart or capture the point and then push the payload all the way to the end, then we'll have a third and fourth round, both teams attacking and defending again. But what we've seen so far is usually just one team will push it pretty far, probably to that second point, and then the next team won't get it far enough, or we'll get it all the way there and we'll win. I don't think so far we've even seen those third and fourth rounds, but I could be wrong on that. So, also, we can quickly say that the bans are Ram and Venture, so or Ramatra. So that being a tank, um, that was from our ban. So I'd assume here Ramatra is a very brawl oriented character. We
This is
did
DPS
that
or
is a
tank?
tank. Yeah.
Tank, okay.
So we saw that from Cincinnati last round.
Hmm.
He's the big robot guy. He shifts into a mode where he basically has huge punches. And I'm assuming we're just banning that because we're going to be wanting to play Diva here, which we do see. Or that's on the opposing team. Our team has Zarya, which is even better into. Um, Zarya is probably a very heavy counter pick for Diva here.
Hmm.
And already this is looking like a really good fight for MTU. We got the Diva out of her mech, and we're just kind of forcing Cincinnati to run away because with all of our team alive sitting on point, they can't really do anything about it. And we are probably going to capture this first point. And it looks like we're pushing even farther forward just to get even more space. Because right now, I assume we're going to see one of the supports, probably the Kiriko, just sit on that payload and push it, while the rest of the team pushes forward and gets extra space and whatnot for us to work with.
So MTU is pushing the payload right now?
Um, Not currently. So at the top, you'll see that little P.
Yeah.
If someone's on it, it will say like one or two players, whatever it may be, is on it. Right now,
Hmm.
that little backward arrow actually means it's getting pushed backward. If you're not on the payload, for after a little while, it'll start moving backwards.
I see.
So right now, we're just not really able to push it too far. It seems like Cincinnati's holding this choke point here, this little archway, and not really letting us get through. But right as I say it actually looks like Cincinnati backs up, and we are going to get it past here.
Wait, so MTU is trying to push the payload right now, correct?
Yes.
I see.
And Cincinnati's trying to stop us from doing that.
Got it.
And we see,
So it's 3P right now. That means three players. Or
yes,
if
but
you have more players, does that mean it's gonna go faster? Or
yes. So it only goes up to three, though. So three
hmm.
people on point is the fastest you can go, and one person on point being the slowest. Well, I guess the slowest would be no people on point because then it would move backward.
Hmm.
But having three would move it the fastest. But you can't move it if the opposing team is on it as well. So if even one person from Cincinnati is sitting near the cart, we can't get any progress on it. And
So would you say this type of game mode is more attacker or defender sided?
I'd say it starts attacker
Hmm.
oriented, and then as it continues, it gets much more defender oriented. So, like now you see that the opposing team's spawn is right there. Where they just came out of is where they spawn.
Hmm.
So they can get back to the point so much quicker after dying that um, any let's say a DPS dies on both sides.
Yeah,
Our team's at the disadvantage more because
if it's
their
further
DPS will
away.
get back first.
I see. Got it. So like they're closer to the payload, so like they can get to the thing first. They
Yes.
can like get back in the fight.
Yeah. And right now we see a lot of ultimates coming out, but it's still going in MTU's favor, it seems like. We could completely see MTU pushing it all the way to the end here. The Winston here from Cincinnati is a bit odd because I feel like it'd be more likely to see the Winston on offense. So I wonder what the Winston pick is here. But I mean, we did ban the Ramatra, so it might be because of that, and they weren't able to play what they wanted. And it looks like only Genji's alive here. Never mind, he is dead as well. And with no Cincinnati did just respawn, but they're gonna have to touch this point quickly before we just push it all the way to the end. And it looks like here we go, some ultimates coming out from Cincinnati to try to force MTU to back away here. But it does not seem to be working. MTU is actually, never mind. It does look like they're getting some good kills. They just killed Isaac. We did just kill Lightning though, but overall, I think this is going to be a Cincinnati team fight win, and we're going to have to stay back here for a little bit, wait for. Oh my goodness, Winston, very unfortunate there, just jumped off the map on accident, and with no tank, we might just push it all the way to the end here.
So one of ours just fell off too, didn't they?
Yes, that one, the opposing Lucio, so he has an ability called,
Yeah.
I forget the actual name of it. It's always called boop, but he can boop someone and it just pushes them away.
Yeah.
If you do that near an edge, obviously it pushes them off the map
Hmm.
and into just a kill zone. So we
They
saw
just
that
took it,
there.
right? They just took the.
Yeah, MTU pushed it all the way to the end here with 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. So now this is something that I almost never see happen, but it's a little weird thing that can happen in hybrid. So obviously you have to capture that first point and then you push. What can happen is Cincinnati here needs to push the cart all the way to the end to even have a chance of winning. But if they go all the way to the overtime, so they capture but with 0 seconds remaining, they actually won't be able to win. They can only draw. Not sure exactly why that's in the game, but just I assume we could see it here. If Cincinnati does get all the way to the end, it could completely be that they barely get there, and we could see that rule come into effect, but it is one you don't see often.
So what do you think they need to do in order to get that into play?
I mean, I think the Winston on offense here probably will do a lot better. So I
Hmm.
think MT is gonna have to look out. And we do see you were mentioning it before stream started. We do see a Junkrat on
Junkrat. Oh, I
yeah, I
love
think
Junkrat's one of
there
my
it is.
favorite. Oh yeah.
Junkrat's a favorite of mine as well. I love playing him, but not one you see too often at the higher levels. He's not exactly the best character, but he does have his advantages. So I'm sure Cincinnati here picks him for a good reason.
So what makes Junkrat weak in higher level play versus?
I think the main issue is that he has he can't really get too much done at the like longer ranges. So sure he could probably hit something, but like we just saw there, he did kill Isaac. But more than likely what we'll see is him just throwing these around and MTU will probably be smart enough to get out of the way, and overall he just won't be getting much done as compared to like something like a Sojourn who can more consistently hit shots and get more work done. So it's not really about him being too weak. It's just that there are characters that do his job better.
I see.
But so far, it doesn't seem like it's going too well for MTU. Cincinnati is gonna get two-thirds of the point captured there. We do get back in time to stop them from getting any farther, but with their tank back, this could easily flip into Cincinnati winning this first point.
So is this not a cart pushing one anymore?
For the first part, no. There's this point here. You see the little red. I guess it's difficult to see right now, but there's that little red
Yeah,
outline.
I see the reds.
That's the point that Cincinnati needs to capture right now. MTU did have to capture that, but in that first round, they captured it almost immediately. We did not have much time to see it happen.
So this is looking good or bad for MTU right now?
I can't really. Probably bad. Yep, there we go. So Cincinnati does capture that first point. Now it is going to turn into that payload part of the map.
So I see the score went up one. So do you get a point for pushing the or taking the point, then
Yes. So
another point
there's
for
first point, or I guess checkpoints. First checkpoint gets you 1. Then there's a second checkpoint which get you 2. And since MTU pushed it all the way to the end, that's number 3. So Cincinnati gonna have to push it all the way to the end there to make it 3-3. So we'll go into tiebreaker rounds.
And if they don't push it, then MTU wins the map?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that would put us up 2-0 game-wise, with that being game point.
And then it'd go on to game 3, which would be a decider match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some big kills coming out for both teams right now, actually. This is getting very scrappy. Oh, we see Riptide. Yeah, Riptide coming out here. That could get a kill or 2. Will he get to anyone in time? Ooh, it gets destroyed there, actually, by Cheesebread. Very nice there. Oh, and Jolo switching to the Reaper here. That's another one that we haven't seen too often.
Reaper, that they're playing all of my favorite agents, or heroes, rather.
Oh, and there we go. Cincinnati just captured the second point. So this is actually going very well for Cincinnati here. We could very easily see them capture the third point as well. The thing is, though, is I think it was mentioned a little bit before, but as the map goes on, it does become more difficult for the attackers to get what they want done. So this checkpoint is going to be the hardest of the 3 for Cincinnati to get what they want. And we can kind of see why, as MTU just able to back away with their spawn point right there. It's very easy to disengage when something bad happens and then re-engage after it ends. That being like an ultimate or something like that, they can just walk away, wait for the ultimate to end, and then walk back in and win the fight. Jolo almost dying there to deflect. That could have been very bad.
So what is deflect?
That is Genji, one of Genji's abilities. We actually see it right here. It is the little sword with the things going past it. But what it does is it deflects or returns any projectiles or hits or anything back at the enemy. And Jolo shot at it and almost killed himself with it, which would have been very bad. Right now, we are down a few players. This could be very bad. Now, we do, no matter what, have more time here. So you can see at the top, it's 252 to around like 235. When Cincinnati, if they do capture this third point, they'll have that amount of time left to capture that first point and push the payload. Since we have more time, even if Cincinnati captures this last point, we'll be at the advantage in the next round no matter what.
So we have, or MTU has 2 minutes and 52 seconds, and Cincinnati has 2 minutes right now.
Yes. But that's only if we go to that tiebreaker round.
Tiebreaker round. Yeah.
So Cincinnati all the time right now is just us bleeding time from the next round, if there will be a next round.
So it looks like the payload's getting pretty close. Is this like
Yeah, you can see at the top there only 4.93 meters to go for Cincinnati to capture that.
how much? And they have 1 minute and 40 seconds to do it.
Yeah, really all Cincinnati needs here is a good team wipe to win it. They just need it to where nobody can touch the point from the MTU side so they can finally get that last few meters. But I'm sure MTU is going to do everything in their power to stop that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing very well here to stop them from getting what they need. Cincinnati actually having to back out here, it seems like. I think they lost a player or just everyone was low. But now we see them re-engage, and there's going to be another big fight. Both Kiriko ults coming out, and just huge ult fight here. Neither team really getting anything yet to sway. Never mind. It does look like this is going into Cincinnati's favor. They already have 3 kills. Make that 5.
Team wipe.
Yeah, that is a team wipe. I don't think we'll be able to touch in time. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But 1 minute to 3 minutes, that's very good for MTU, right?
It is. Obviously, us having a full 2 minutes and 14 seconds more time. And the other thing that's interesting is you might have noticed that when you captured a point, so like when Cincinnati captured that first point, they got another 3 or so minutes added to their time bank. In these tiebreaker rounds, you don't get any extra time. So that 1 minute is all they have to push it as far as they possibly can.
I see, and then Michigan Tech has 3 minutes and 14 seconds to do the same thing.
And with Cincinnati attacking here first, what will happen is, let's say they capture the first point and then push it 20 meters or so. MTU now will have to capture the first point and then push it 20.01 meters, just the slightest bit farther.
So MTU goes second now?
Yes.
I
So they will
see.
be attacking second.
So they have like, I feel like that's even a mental advantage, having the like just knowing what you have to accomplish.
Yes, I always love getting to attack second for that reason. It's just so much nicer to know, oh, I just have to get it this far.
Have we seen any agent switches on?
We do see Jolo on Torbjorn, actually. I don't think I've seen that one before.
This is another one I know. I feel like they're pulling out all the heroes that I play. What is
They
this
know
guy
it's
doing
because
up
you're on
here?
comms.
Ah.
And funny little perk there, Torbjorn able to put his turret on a wall. We saw that up to the left there, it looked like.
See, I thought that was Genji. No, not Genji.
No, Torbjorn and his turret are in sync.
In sync.
And so far, no real advantage to anyone. And already only 20 seconds left for Cincinnati. They're going to have to get on this point very soon to have any chance of capturing it. And it's not looking too good. I mean, we are.
So at what point do they just run out of time and they can't capture anymore? Like, they're already.
Yeah, if Cincinnati here gets no percentage on point, or rather, they have to get to that first little tick. So you can see about that little circle around the point, or up at the top, is split into 3 sections. They have to get 1 section of it, and then MTU will have to capture 2 sections. If they don't capture any to that first third of it, MTU, and there we go. They don't capture to that first section. So what that means is MTU just has to get 1/3 of that percentage done, and they will win. And actually, at this point, MTU cannot lose.
They can't lose.
No, they can only draw.
They can
So
only draw.
if MTU here doesn't get to that first tick, that first third, the game basically just says, okay, you both are even, I guess. We tie.
And then, so does that give points to both sides, or is it just
I don't actually know personally because I've never seen it happen.
You've never seen it happen.
It could be that neither team gets a point or both teams do get 1 point. Um, I guess we'll find
So
out if
this might
that
be some
happens.
never seen before footage of
Yeah, that would
gameplay.
be very interesting to see. But I am hoping we just win it. That would be even
Yeah,
better.
to bring
We
it to
do,
the decider.
yeah, we do see. Looks like the hazard coming out from MTU. I mean, we've seen that all game so far. No real Jolo on Sojourn here. We that is a big swap. Um, Sojourn I mentioned a bit more, but Sojourn is, you might know Soldier 76.
Yeah, I know Soldier.
So she has basically that similar type of gun, except it charges her railgun. And
Hmm.
you'll see that with that 0 right there. She'll charge it up, and when it gets, she can fire out a railgun shot, which will probably, right there. That
I
is
saw it.
basically like a sniper shot.
So does that one shot anybody?
It'll one shot like the squishier heroes like
Mhm.
Tracer, but I think most characters will survive it. But one shot to the head rather. Body shots doing less damage. But either way, it is just an amazing ability to have. Sojourn, easily one of the best characters in the game right now. Um, so I'm not surprised we see it coming out. But we do still see the Junkrat, who is actually doing a lot of work here, it seems. Just dealing a lot of damage to Suski here. And I think we're just playing this slow. We know that we have time to work with. I think we more just want to build up our ultimates, get some stuff that we can really pressure Cincinnati into losing a fight. Like Hazard here is now kind of in our back line. Right as I say it, he leaves. But oh, never mind. We do get the kill on Hazard there. That is huge. And beat coming out from Savage, that might just give us the win. There we go. We got to that
So we
first
captured
tick.
it. It doesn't even let us go like further time. Like it just we
Nope.
win.
We did it. There we go. And
Very
that's going to
nice.
put
Very
us
nice
up
win.
2-0. That
Oh,
one was a
play of the
lot
game
closer.
by Air Six.
Oh, yes. I'm interested to see. Well,
Oh,
we're going to cut away from it, but I'm sure it was a great play. Um, that one was much closer than the first round.
much closer.
I mean, both teams there pushed it all the way to the end. Obviously, MTU did it with more in their time bank, and I think that really was the reason we won. It was just we did better that first round, got up to what was it, 3 minutes or so
Three
of
minutes,
time
two
bank
minute
left.
advantage.
Yeah, and that really won us that. That went really well.
So now we're moving on to which game mode?
Flashpoint. So I
Flashpoint.
mentioned a little
That
bit
was the one
before.
with the multiple.
Yep, the
Multiple.
5 points. First one is always the one right in the center, and then after that, it's chosen at sorry, chosen at random. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised. We could see Servasa here. That's what we normally go to. But obviously, it is Cincinnati's pick. They did just lose, so they will get map pick. Um, and I think we'll just wait on that. Figure it out once we know for sure. And we'll also get you your bands once we know it. But I mean, for right now, this is just going super well for MTU.
They just need to win one more to win the entire match tonight.
Yeah, uh, could be a very quick game.
Would be very quick.
I say quick. It's already been an hour.
An hour. Wow.
Yeah, Overwatch games definitely can go very long, especially when you. I mean, we had those tiebreaker rounds that we saw in hybrid, which really lengthen the game.
Hmm.
I've had games of Overwatch that went an, like half an hour just for one game, and
Just
that
for one
is
game.
when you're getting to the end of those games, it is
This is best of
difficult.
5, right? So
Yes,
half an
so
hour per game. That could last
could last a while.
very long time.
We did see a game 5 last time I casted, and by the end, I definitely could feel the fact that I had been standing for almost 2.5 hours. It
Hmm.
was very taxing, but I I know we do want to win. I'd love to see us 3-0, but honestly, seeing more gameplay from MTU could be fun as well. If we go 3-1, that could also be fun. But overall, this is just going well.
Great start.
Yeah. I think while we wait for our map picks and bans, we read off our second um, nice sponsor.
So this is looking to spice up your style. University Images is your official headquarters for authentic Michigan Tech Huskies apparel. University owned, university operated, University Images located in the SEC. Or go to bookstore.mtu.edu.
Yeah, that being University Images, one of our other amazing sponsors. So, um, you mentioned, or you had said you haven't played on this one yet, or this map type.
No, I don't think I've ever played one where it's multiple different points. I've only played the payload and the one where you have to capture like a central point.
I mean, this one is definitely very similar to King of the Hill,
Yeah.
or the one we saw before, Capture Point. Um, I think we'll see similar gameplay. It's very brawl focused most of the time. Um, I guess that does depend on the map, but um, if we go to Cervasa, that's one we usually play a Junker Queen or Hazard, that more up close and personal character. Um, but I guess we could really see anything come out here. Well, we do have our first ban from MTU side. They are going to ban Diva, which is kind of
Did we see
interesting.
Diva played last?
I think we did from both teams actually.
Both teams were playing Diva.
Very interesting. I'd assume we know that they've been playing Diva. We did see
Mhm.
it. I assume we just don't want them to have that um, character that they're good with. Oh, and we do have our map pick as well from Cincinnati, which is Cervasa, which I mentioned before.
Servasa, yeah, it's like you know what's gonna happen.
When you play enough Overwatch, you just start to know things.
Yeah.
But this one, very great for MTU. We've won on this map multiple times. I think we've only ever lost on it once.
Hmm.
Or no, we did go to a different map then. I think we have this semester at least, we have always won on this map.
Always won
So
Servasa.
I think this is going to go very well for MTU.
Hmm.
But obviously, Cincinnati is the one who chose it, so they must be doing very well on it as well. Kings Row was very close, which we love to play on, so I'd assume this one could be very close as well. Still waiting on the character ban from Cincinnati, but I I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a Junker Queen ban from them. Um,
Is that like really like being their downfall in the last
I
couple
mean,
games?
I
What do you think
think
their greatest like weaknesses right now from MTU?
from MTU, I think oh we do see the ban is actually Cassidy. So interesting. That one. So Cassidy we saw played a little bit, not too much, but I still think that's a great ban. That one. So Cassidy is very good at stopping dive. He has flashbang, which is an ability that like it's called hindering, but it gets rid of any movement abilities for a little bit. So if you get hit by it, you can't use like a runaway tool. So it kind of forces you to play up close with the opposing team when you might not have wanted to.
So were we playing Cassidy on previous maps and
I think I got my bans mixed up. I think we're banning Cassidy, which would make a lot more sense since um,
they banned Diva?
yeah, they banned Diva,
Okay,
which is much more
much
in
more in
line with
line.
we were
Okay.
playing a lot of Diva, so I'm not surprised. And I know that they were the ones playing Cassidy when it did happen, so not too surprising from these bans, but I'm not sure how much they'll actually come into play. I think both of them are ones that both teams can play around and still do very well. So looking at some nice ads there.
Is that Panera? What is that?
I assume some inside
In game,
Overwatch. Yeah.
in game. It's pretty cool.
Fortunately, I'm not.
Not into the
n-
Overwatch
well, no,
lore?
I love the lore. I was about to say I cannot read what it said. Well, that one says welcome. I know that one.
Very nice. Well done.
But I do not know what these say. I'm not able to speak that language. But I do love the lore of this game. I think it's one of the best things it has because ever since Overwatch 2 happened, it's been a little less lore heavy. I think that's
It's
hindered it.
pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Love to see the lore out of games. Makes a lot more interesting to like see like how the characters are.
Yeah, it gets you to really know the characters you're playing even more, and it's just fun. But ooh, we do see Ball coming out from Cincinnati here, and he's already kind of in a tough spot. Ska just staying on him. He's already at half health. He does get out though, like Ball usually does. He has such great movement, and he has an ability to give him basically just more health. So
So
you'll often see Ball just rolling
is
around,
his goal
running
just to
into.
draw fire from the enemies?
It
Like,
is a lot of just drawing fire, but you see here he slammed in and set a lot of the opponents upward, which makes it very easy to hit them. So
mhm.
you'll see, I think it's commonly called a hit or a dive or something like that, where as a team you coordinate, we're going to kill this person. I'm going to slam on the opposing team's, well, probably not, I was going to say Zarya, but probably not Zarya, whatever, the Lucio. And then everyone will follow up on that Lucio, deal as much damage as they can to him, and I mean, you can only take so much damage. So it's very great plays coming out there. Um, and that I think that play is definitely putting Cincinnati in favor here. Already with 60% on point. These flashpoint checkpoints or points, they capture much faster than the previous ones we saw. So already both teams have pretty decent capture percentage. Good kill onto the Ana and Genji there. I think this is going to be a team fight win for MTU here. And with how fast these capture points go, this will probably end up being the last fight that Cincinnati can take, at least for this point.
Do you think this is gonna be MTU's point capture right here for the first point of
I
how many points are there?
There's possibility of 5 different points, but it's whoever gets three first. So if MTU captures 3 points, they win, and we don't even see the other two.
Got it.
And it's looking like it will go in MTU's favor. We already see a kill coming out on the opposing Ana. We do see Isaac go down, but a lot of ults coming out from Cincinnati here. So even if we lose this
99%.
fight, we are probably going to have the ults advantage and can come back with some great ultimates to switch it over to our side. And right now we are at 99% capture. Even with Cincinnati owning the point right now, if we just flip it over to our side, it will go to overtime, and Cincinnati will have to stay on point and make sure we don't get it.
I feel like it kind of pauses at 99. Is there a reason for that?
So 99, it'll always go into overtime at 99%. And basically, as long as you have someone on your team on point, um, you can't lose. But once obviously you don't have anyone on point, let's say there's a team wipe or just someone can't get to point, it will switch over to that 100%, which we'll probably see right here. Yep. So Cincinnati actually getting that first point there.
Oh wow. Does MTU have any ult advantage into this next point, or did they lose
Um,
that?
it looks like right now, actually no. Cincinnati is the one that has an ultimate, that being Torbjorn's. Honestly, Torb's ult is not. It's very zoning ult. Like it basically makes the floor lava. So if you just don't touch where there's lava, it doesn't really do too much. But obviously, if you don't want a team to go somewhere, make the floor lava, and they probably won't go there. But right now, it doesn't look like either team really getting too much of an advantage. Cincinnati might capture the point here, though, but they are losing quite a few players. We do see, like I said, Torbjorn ult coming out. Lava on the ground, don't touch it.
Those like mushroom looking things, that's lava.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, it may not look the most like lava, but yeah, and it's already gone. It is a
It's already
very
gone.
quick ultimate. So already this is going in Cincinnati's favor. They do have 40%, but we do flip it over. There we go. We're getting percentage on the point now. And that is what we want to see. This is just working out really well for Cincinnati right now. I think they've really figured out what they needed to change, and, well, they changed it. This is just kind of looking very difficult for MTU now.
What type of changes have you seen? Like,
Well, definitely the ball here is doing a lot of work.
mhm.
You see him rolling through. So once he gets fast enough, ball, when he rolls through an opponent, will deal damage. Then he also has that big slam, so he'll drop down and deal damage. Um, and it's just very difficult to kill the ball. So he has just that survivability that you see it often in this game at least, where the ball's just on point and you can't capture the point if someone's on it. And this ball's just sitting there living forever and you can't flip it over to your side. But we did kill the ball there, so we do get to have the point to our side. Um, though this is 99% for Cincinnati here. So if they take back the point, we will go into overtime, which would be very unfortunate for MTU, but I think we're going to stop that at all costs. We are coming up on some big ultimates. We're about to have um, Kitsune, and we do have Ventral. Those could probably be used very well to win us this team fight, which is now 99 to 99. So this is the fight that'll decide who gets this point. And so far, it is going in our favor.
MTU's winning the team
And there
fight.
we go. I don't think we even killed anyone there, but we got them so low that they could not be on point to stop it from getting captured. So there we go. 1-1.
And did we use any ults there?
It did look like we used Venture Alt and Kitsune. We do have Beat. And so does the opposing team. They also have Lucio. Um, interesting though. So I'd say ultimates are the most important near the end of a point, because that's when you want to have your tools that can basically just say, I want to win this fight. And that's what an ultimate can do. So I think even if we're down, we are kind of down ultimate charge right now, but since it's near the beginning of the fight, I wouldn't say it matters too heavily for this point yet. Because obviously we already have the point right now. We're already a quarter of it captured, about to be a third. This is just this is what you want to see, is we capture this point early, and during this entire fight, we're just going to be getting percentage. Ooh, good beat coming out from both teams actually. And I think lava coming out from both teams, or no, that seems to be just MTU. But it looks like we're going to win this fight.
Yes, I see. So the lava, those like little rock, like red
Yeah.
rocks. Yeah. And that does that damage both sides?
No, only the enemy. Very nice, or else I'm sure a lot of people would troll by just putting lava on your own teammates. That would be, honestly, I might do that. That sounds funny.
Interesting.
But
So we're already 99 to 0.
yeah,
MTU is
these
up.
points capture fast. Um, Already 99%. We just need to win a team fight and we'll have this. Cincinnati did get it there. They are going to start getting some percentage on there. But I think I actually heard it through the wall here was they said disengage, just play safe, get back, and once we're all together, we'll use our ultimates like we see here, Venture Alt coming out. And we're just going to come back in and try and get these kills that we need to capture this point. We might I'm surprised Isaac lived there. I think I saw him at literally 1 HP. As soon as he comes back out from underground, he does die. But I think we killed someone as well, so this is an even fight right now. And we do kill Torb, so it's looking like it's going to be our fight. And there we go. MCU is going up 2-1. We just need one more point captured
to win the
to win the entire night.
match. Wow.
Yeah. I'm sure Cincinnati is getting a little nervous now. I mean, this is it. And it looks like this next point, a little far away. We're going to have to walk to it.
MTU has the ult advantage, though. They have two ults.
Yeah. And, I mean, it does look like Cincinnati has, well, it looks like 4 ults coming up close, but they do not have them yet. So I'm sure MTU will probably use some ultimates here. Yep, we do see Beat come out. And if we can get this fight win before they get their ultimates, that would be exactly what we're looking for.
So I see this ball. He's just running around site. Like,
I mean, yeah, we've
so
seen it
he's gotta-
before. It's just he's so survivable that it's difficult to really kill him. But he is very low here, and
Oh, he's
there we
dead.
go. And as
MTU
soon as ball
captured, right?
dies, we capture point. It seems like the only thing stopping us from having point in our hands is the ball being alive. And now Cincinnati's going to have to disengage here, and never mind. We're going to see Blade come out and get a kill onto Suski. And, I mean, with our tank gone, this is not looking too good. We're probably going to lose this fight, but we already have almost half of the point captured, so this is still very much going our way. And don't listen to me at all. We are now winning the fight, and I think this could go in our favor. So many people low. There we go. 2 kills for MTU.
Very nice.
And we do get the capture back, only letting Cincinnati get 18% there. And soon enough, we'll only be 18% away from winning. This is going very well for MTU. We really just need to win this fight that we're about to see, and that will be the match going to MTU.
This is the caster jinx, though. You get to
Yeah.
never be too.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx it, but this is going very well. We're at the 99%. We just need to get some kills, and we will force, and we are seeing those kills. I think this might be it. There we go. MTU is going to win 3-0.
3-0 sweep. Nice.
I don't know. Those last 2 games, though, still felt very close.
Very close, very competitive. Yeah.
That first round did very much go MTU's favor, though. And obviously, even if it was close, we pulled it out. We got all of the wins that we needed. And, I mean, that was just a great game there. How'd you feel about that?
I felt great about that. That was great game for MTU.
I mean, this was, I think your first time casting Overwatch.
Yep, and like my 3rd time watching the game through. So, but it was very interesting to see like especially the ball. Like I like seeing the ball run around site, and
Oh yeah.
I like to see Junkrat on that one map. Junkrat was nice to see.
You mentioned it. I'm like, there's no way we're gonna see a Junkrat tonight, but you willed it into existence. We got to see the Junkrat tonight.
And not Omen. What is his name? Reaper.
Yes.
I got to see Reaper
Omen,
and Junkrat.
same character.
Yeah, and then I would just needed to see a Bastion, and then I would have been happy.
Bastion, I don't think we've even seen yet, but
no Bastion.
We can hope.
That's my one hope is to see a Bastion in game.
Yeah. Well, we will be having a player interview from the MTU team, and we'll be back with that after a short little intermission here. So, see you soon. And we are back with our Captain Cheesebread here, who is playing a lot of Kiriko this match. Um, so I have a few questions for you.
Mhm.
The match seemed to get closer and closer as it went on. Like that first map was kind of a sweep for MTU, whereas that Servasa match went very close all the way till the end. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because each map has like a ban. Each team bans the character, and we weren't able to ban like their best characters on that last map. So we were able to do like their comp that they've practiced for a long time.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
hmm
So I know that the Overwatch team has playoffs coming up soon. What's the plan to get ready for that?
Well, we've been scrimming like 3-4 days a week, so we've been getting ready for that. And then also now we just have more VODs to look over because of this match. Even some of our lost fights you can learn from.
That's good. Well, anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank my parents, all my family for watching. I thank my team for winning tonight. And yeah, everyone I think.
Well, to the viewers, be sure to stay up to date on MTU Esports by liking and subscribing, following with the Huskies. Um, I will go over upcoming again. So obviously we had Rocket League yesterday and Overwatch tonight. Tomorrow we have our Valorant team going up against University of Toronto, Misagawa. On Friday, Super Smash Bros. Is going against Fisher College. Saturday, Smash Bros. Is going against University of Wisconsin Green Bay. And on Monday next week, League of Legends is going against Southern Illinois University Edwardsville. And with that out of the way, thank you again to all of our partners for supporting M2 Esports. I was Chris, also known as Bird.
Cheesebread, also known as Lucas.
And with that, have a great night, Huskies.